What's good, YouTube? That 192 here, back again once again. And today I have an update video of sorts for you guys because it's been a while since our last update video. And normally I like to do update videos based around projects on the channel and whatnot. And over the past 2 months or so since our last update video, there's just have been like project after project after project after project, and no real update video to get you guys up to pace or up to speed with what I'm thinking and where I want to take the channel and whatnot. So I'm going to try and make today's update video a little bit shorter than normal, because most of the time when I do update videos, they're either like 20-30 minutes long or sometimes 40 or 50 minutes long. So we're going to try and keep it a little bit shorter. I'm going to try not to be as long-winded. But of course, if you guys have been enjoying the content that's going up on the channel and you're hyped for what's to come, make sure you smash the like button down below for us, because you already know your support's greatly appreciated. But before I get into things, I want to make it known right now. Right now. I just remembered something, goddammit. I want to make it known right now, if you don't hear me mention it in this video, I probably don't have plans for it. That's the number one thing that always happens in update videos, is everyone floods the comment section with, Nappy, what about this? What about this? What about this? If I don't mention it, then I'm not thinking about it. It's not on my mind. It's not something that I want to go after at that point in time. So I don't know, but either way, there are a few different notes here that I wanted to speak on, so I'm just gonna dive right into it. First things first, later this week over on our second channel, I'm gonna have an update video discussing things that go on over there as well. If you guys did not know, I know there's a lot of you guys that have come and joined the Nappy Nation over the past couple months, but if you guys did not know, we do have a second channel. It's youtube.com/nappythegreat. Link to it should be included in the description. I'm pretty sure it's in the description of every single video we upload here on the channel, but we pretty much upload anything and everything other than Pokemon over there. And I mean, there are sometimes 2-3 times a day uploads that go up over there. I have been uploading a lot of live stream content over there as well. Like if we play through a game on Twitch, I'll cut it up into an LP and upload it over there as well. But more original and fresh content should be coming very, very soon. We just finished Gears of War 3 with Twit, Mo, and PK. So just a whole lot of stuff is going on over there. So if you guys enjoy what we do over here, I suggest go over there and check it out and see if anything catches your fancy. We've probably done like 20 LPs over there already, but go and check it out. I really would love to see if we can hit that channel or get that channel to 100K before the end of the year. I think we're currently sitting at 78,000. But like I said, an update for that will happen over on that channel later this week, probably on Friday or Saturday. The way I'm going to break this down is I'm going to talk about important things, ongoing things, things that have happened, and things that are happening now, and then things that are going to happen. First things first, shirts. I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, oh my god, Nappy, when's the Nappy Nation shirt gonna go on sale again? And the answer I have for you right now is I don't know. I'm still in the process of looking through different things, because we put this up on Teespring and they took it down because of the Gengar on it. But then we put up the Tucson Terrakion shirt on Teespring and it did just fine. So I'm gonna see if we can get this up on Teespring again, because I feel like Teespring is the easiest and most efficient way to get shirts out and promote shirts. Just the campaign system they have is just really, really easy to work with. So we're gonna see if we can do something over there. If not, I might just reserve this design until a little bit later, once we have a few additional shirt designs out and I can open up like a formal shop, I guess, and then this will be available over there. So until either one of those happen, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just unlucky. The Tucson Terrakion shirts, though, I do want to thank all of you guys that did go out and scoop up a shirt for the Tucson Terrakions. The UCL has far exceeded any and all expectations that any of us involved in it could have ever imagined. We did not expect so many of you guys to be behind it this much. But again, I want to stress and remind everyone that the UCL is a semi-competitive league. It is not life and death. I guarantee you 90% of the stuff that people get upset about in the comment section, the people that are participating don't care about at the end of the day. Like there was a couple people in the comment section of the battle between me and PK saying that I'm such a dick and I'm a bad friend to PK for trying to 6-0 him in the battle. And it's like, me and PK laughed about that immediately after we stopped recording. PK knew why I tried to 6-0 him, and he thought it was funny, but yet there are some people in the comment section who are like gung-ho, ready to go to war for PK because I tried to 6-0 him, and it's like, stop. You know, it's a friendly Wi-Fi battle between two friends in a semi-competitive setting. It's not that serious. But at the end of the day, I am happy that there are so many of you guys that do want to take it that seriously and you enjoy it that much. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. So I'm not gonna like rub that wound too much, or was that even a saying, rub that wound? rub that wound, girl. Rub that wound. That's nasty. Anyways, I'm just happy that so many of you guys enjoy the UCL, and thank you again to all of you guys that did go out and scoop up a Tucson Terrakions t-shirt. There was one other shirt that I wanted to put up in regards to the UCL, because I feel like if we did for every season of the UCL that we're a part of, which I can tell you right now, I'm not 100% confirmed for season 2 just yet. I'd like to compete in season 2, but based upon a few changes we might be making after season 1, will depend on whether or not I decide to stay. I do want to release another shirt, because I think what I'm going to try and do is every season for the UCL, the Tucson Terrakions shirt will go up for the people that may have missed out on it, or the people that just joined the channel or that want to support the Tucson Terrakions. They have a chance to get it. And then probably later on towards the end of the season, I want to do like, not necessarily like a joke shirt, but just pull something from like the UCL battles. And I think I want to try and get a Cindy shirt going. I would feel really bad if we don't make it to playoffs, because then it would be like UCL shirts for nothing, you know. So I don't know, it'll all depend on how fast we can get the shirt design done up, and if Teespring will allow us to make it happen or not. But definitely keep an eye out for that. I do want to get a Cindy shirt design going up for you guys as well. But still, UCL has, I think, 4 weeks left. If we make it to playoffs, then it'll be another 6 weeks, I think, because playoffs will be 2 weeks, because there's the semifinals and then the final. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll see. If there ends up being a tie, then we'll have to. UCL has about 5 weeks or so left in it, but thank you guys so much for your support throughout the UCL season so far. It's hard to believe that we're 11 weeks, we're in the 12th week by the time you guys will see this, and it seems like just yesterday we had the gigantic 16-hour stream over on Twitch for it. But thank you guys so much for the support on that. Winter Trade Wednesday, I was going to save this announcement until Wednesday for Winter Trade Wednesday, but I've come to the conclusion that 100 weeks is going to be the end of Winter Trade Wednesday. And it's sad to say that, because now they have like a definite end to it, but I think that it's only healthy, to say the least, to move on to something new. Because as a content creator, it's good to grow, and it's good to progress. That's the best way to say, because you don't learn anything. Nothing comes of just doing the same thing day in and day out. You don't grow as a person, you don't grow as a content creator. And I would say after 100 weeks, which is almost 2 years, well, it would be over 2 years because we missed a few weeks, but that's to me, that's more than enough. That ran longer than our top 5 series did. So I don't know, maybe top 5 will come back when Winter Trade Wednesday's done, but I would say after 100 weeks of Winter Trade Wednesday, I would say the series has run its course, and it's been miles beyond more successful than I ever thought it could be. We started that one day just on a whim, saying, hey, let's trade up for a box of this and see what happens, and it just snowballed. The support you guys show was tremendous, so thank you for that. But unfortunately, after 100 weeks, I think Winter Trade Wednesday should come to an end. And don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad. If you're sad, don't worry, because we're only 75 weeks in, so that's another 25 weeks. That's half a year. That's another 6 months worth of Winter Trade Wednesday. So don't stress. Don't worry. It'll still be here for quite some time. But after 100 weeks, I think it's time for us to call it quits. Another ongoing series is the free-for-all series. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed that those have become, I wouldn't say few and far between, but not as prevalent on the channel anymore. I like to use those as like filler uploads when I don't have something to upload, or there isn't an episode that goes up that day. Then I can say, here, have a episode of free-for-alls. You know, that to me, that's just, it's a fun side mini-series type of thing. I know that you guys enjoy it a whole lot, but what I really want to try and do is I want to centralize the free-for-all series, because up to this point, free-for-alls have been like wild and all over the place, like reaching out and grabbing all these different people, and reaching out and collaborating is not a bad thing, but I really want to just centralize it and just focus on like one group of friends, because I feel like we put out the best content when it comes to us putting something together. Let me rephrase that, because that sounds very, very cocky. I meant to say, when it comes to free-for-alls, I feel like the best version of free-for-alls we can offer, does that make, I feel like there's an easy way for me to say this. I feel like the best free-for-alls that we put out come out when a certain group of us are together. And like I said, it's not bad to reach out and collaborate, but sometimes that can just create awkward situations. I know some of you guys have picked up on that before as well. And I'd rather just leave free-for-alls to just be a time for me to sit back, relax, and just giggle and have fun. So if the guests on free-for-alls become, I don't want to say repetitive, but you start seeing the same people over and over again, It's just because that's kind of sort of what I want to do with it, and just keep it to just that, because I feel like that'll end up producing the funniest moments and the best times and the best entertaining free-for-alls, I should say. That's not to say that I'm never ever going to invite anyone else ever onto my free-for-all session or onto the free-for-all series. It's just, I don't know, that's just the direction. That's where I feel, my gut feeling tells me to go with it. So we'll see. But I definitely don't plan to end free-for-alls anytime soon. It's just I don't expect to see 3 or 4 free-for-alls a week. You know, expect to see 2 free-for-alls a week or something like that. Maybe on a good week or a slow week for me, it'll end up being 3 free-for-alls. But like I said in the last update video, I don't want free-for-alls to become like a cornerstone of the channel. You know, we're a Let's Play channel, and I'd like to think that we have a little bit more diversity when it comes to Pokemon than just like a one-track mindset. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I know there's a couple of you guys that left comments saying that it sucks that free-for-alls are lessening on the channel because some of you guys subscribe specifically for them. But if it means anything, they're not going away. There will always be free-for-alls, or for now, as long as I'm still interested in having fun doing them, the free-for-alls will still be here. It's just I don't want it to be Storm Silver free-for-all, Storm Silver free-for-all, Storm Silver free-for-all, Storm Silver free-for-all, because then you just get burnt out, and it's just, I don't know. It's whatever. But, like I said, they're not going anywhere. Moving on, projects that we completed. Now, there are 2 things, Pokemon Sage and Ethereal Gates. It's very, very interesting because those are the first 2 real fan games that I've gotten into. Because in my mind, like, technically a ROM hack is a fan game, but fan games to me are like games that are built solely on their own. And not just, I don't just mean an RPG maker, like they built an entire world. They have all new Pokemon. You know, to me, that's a fan game. It's not just a ROM hack where they just borrow the template for Pokemon and just changed a few things. To me, like a fan game is something where they go above and beyond. And there are a lot of fan games in the works. I think the people from Pokemon Phoenix Rising tweeted at me the other day. Pokemon Cinder and Foam. There's another one I can't think of off the top of my head. But there's a lot of these Pokemon fan games out there. And I don't know. It gets a really mixed response on the channel because there are a lot of people that are down for it because it's Pokemon. They love it. They just immerse themselves in it, and it's great. And then there's this other group of people that just look at it, and they turn their nose up to it because that's not a Pokemon. I'm not interested. And it's like, I don't know. I think it's a breath of fresh air on the channel because when it comes to Pokemon, there's only so many combinations of games that you can play until eventually you're just doing the same thing over and over again. That was one thing that I was worried about when we launched Storm Silver because we already did Sacred Gold, 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, I'm kind of shaky. Is this going to work? I don't know. But you guys love Storm Silver. I'll speak about Storm Silver separately in a moment. But that's the idea that I have behind it. I like playing the fan games, and I had a ton of fun playing Sage. I had a ton of fun playing Ethereal Gates, even though we were a little bit late to the party on that one. I just wish that there were more people that would just get into it. Just let those things that hinder you from, I guess, fully enjoying the game go, and just immerse yourself in it. Play along. Just get down on it. Get down on it. Anyways, Sage and Ethereal Gates were 2 fan game demos that we did, and I enjoyed it, and you guys did as well. We knocked it out the park. Whether I'll be continuing them when they finish, that's the only thing that I don't like about demos. Is I understand the games take a very, very long time to get worked on, be made. My vocabulary is on a whole other place today. But it's one of those things where it's like, you gave us a demo, and now it's like, are we gonna wait 8 months for the next one to come out? It's I don't know. It's one of the things I didn't like about it. I guess it's the plus side about a ROM hack, is most of the time when ROM hacks are released, even though I'm not saying they do have demos for ROM hacks, but most of the time when ROM hacks are released, they are complete. Like when we did Glazed or when we did Sweet, it's a complete ROM hack, and we can play through the entire thing. Whereas Ethereal Gates, we just have a cliffhanger. What happens at the second gym? Our Pokemon Sage, which is monstrous of a game, which is cliffhanger. What happens after that? After the first gym. So I don't know. We'll get back to them when the time comes. If there's enough interest, then we'll go ahead and dive into that as well. The other 3 series that have finished, actually, well, only one of them finished. 2 of them are technically ongoing. We did Soul Link with Shady. The Gen 3 Soul Link was a ton of fun. There's a lot of you guys that said it wasn't necessarily your favorite, because there wasn't a ton of Pokemon that died or anything like that, and it's like, well, the point in the game is for us to get through it without losing Pokemon. But I can understand where the entertainment value comes from when we end up losing a Soul Link pair and whatnot. But I mean, that's Gen 3. There's nothing that we can do, and there are people that are leaving comments saying, oh, in the next generation you should do this, this, and this, and this, this, and that, and this, and this, and it's like, slow down. Soul Link is already complicated enough as it is. You know, every time we want to go ahead and re-explain the rules so that everyone can comprehend what's going on, and there's already so much that's going on in the game between the two games themselves that I don't think we should add or tack on a whole bunch of superfluous rules just to make the game harder. You know, what happens, happens. There's going to be a game that's easier than others, and Gen 3 is notoriously easy. I think Gen 3 is probably the easiest generation out of all 6 that have been out so far. I don't care what anybody says about Gen 6 with the experience share. I think Gen 3 is easier. So I don't know. It just is what it is. It kind of sort of sucked at that time because Shady was super busy. He had a lot of trips he was going on, so a lot of the stuff that we did then was bulk recorded to an extent. But it was one of those things, again, where it's a double-edged sword. Either we bulk record and have the episodes available for you guys, or we don't record it at all, and then everyone's upset because there's no episodes of Soul Link. So, you know, it's kind of like there's some give and take. You got to work with us so that we can still pump out the content that you guys enjoy, and can get some sort of entertainment value out of it. I understand that a lot of people like the whole feedback system of the comment section where you can say, oh, go and do this, and then we can go back to the next episode and do it. Whereas you would say, go and do this, and then you had to wait 2 or 3 episodes before we actually had the chance to go and do it. So, I don't know. When it comes to bulk recorded content, I can say that it's not going to go away anytime soon, and I'll speak about that why here in a minute. But I don't know how I feel about bulk recorded content. I'll go ahead and talk about Snap, Pokemon Snap right now, because this was one thing that a lot of people were talking about. There are some people that were saying, you know, bulk recorded content isn't always the best because it gets rid of that interaction. But when it comes to certain things, you know, when schedules meet up, we only have so much time to get such stuff done. And, like, for example, with Pokemon Snap, someone's like, is this bulk recorded? Yes, it's bulk recorded. Luke lives 5,000 miles east of me, so it's like we have to record the game while he's here. You know, we can't upload them one at a time and then take your feedback and then come back to you. So it's like, there's some people that just say series are just garbage overall because they're bulk recorded, and it's like, no, I don't think that's, I don't want to say it's not fair, but I think it's a very narrow-minded way to view a series. To just, I mean, if that's the case, then why would you watch TV? You know, before a season comes out, 90% of shows record the entire season before they even let episode 1 of that season go out. I mean, that's bulk recorded stuff, but it's perfectly fine then. I mean, that's kind of sort of how I feel with live streams as well. People sit there and say, oh, this is a live stream, I'm not going to watch it. Why? You know, it's no different than a Let's Play. You know, I'm sitting there playing through the game and it's cut up into episodes. So why is it just because it was streamed you don't want to watch it? I don't know. That's a whole other conversation I'll have in the second channel, because that applies more so to that than here. I think the only time we've done that is Pokemon Sage, I think. But either way, Soul Link was a ton of fun. I just went on a whole tangent about bulk recording. Now we're at 20 minutes. This is why I can't do update video. But Soul Link was a ton of fun. We thoroughly enjoyed it. I can tell you right now, there are no plans of when a Gen 4 Soul Link will start. Don't ask me when it's going to start. And please don't try and be funny and think you're being funny by asking when a Gen 4 Soul Link is going to start. We have no idea. None. No answer for you. No answer for you. Pokemon Conquest! That's the thing that everyone asks about a ton of times. When's Conquest coming back? Did Conquest die? What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? Maybe I tweeted it out or something, but I could swear I let everyone know that we're going to be oh my goodness. We're going to be taking breaks on that series in before Skyrim references happen. But that's a very, 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 very long game. I kind of wish that I would have never promised to do the post game on that. I kind of wish that we would just ended it nice and even with the main storyline. I kind of debated going back and just privating the post story videos that we did, just so I wouldn't feel obligated to finish it because my OCD just kills me like that. But a ton of you guys have been asking for Conquest, so I think what's going to end up happening is we'll probably end up doing 1 or 2 post-game storylines at a time, and then taking like a month or 2 break from it, and then come back and knock out another 2 post-line storylines, and then take a break from it. And of course, if the support is there, then we'll keep it going, but if the support just drops off, like I said before, I would rather take that time and that effort and that energy and devote it to a new project, you know, to growth, to growing as a content creator and us growing as a nation together with something new, than to sit here and just beat a dead horse over and over and over again and say, here's more conquest, here's more conquest, here's more conquest, here's more conquest, take this conquest, you know. It's one of those things that's just like, you gotta learn when it's time to move on. Does that make sense? I don't know. But that's what's happening with Conquest. It will be back. I can't give you an exact date when, but it will be back. Have no fear. Have no fear. Storm Silver! Storm Silver, the baby that I've been working on since last January. You guys don't understand. I got the idea from this last December. And it was a pain to get it done. And I can tell you right now that the last of the layouts was just finished this past week. Like, we launched Storm Silver with just Johto completed and a little bit of Kanto. And now all the Kanto stuff and everything else for the rest of the game is done. So we can confidently finish Storm Silver happy. I want you guys to know I am so proud of that project. That is literally my pride and joy in this channel right now. Like, the Blaze Black Egglock we did the first time is sitting here, and Storm Silver is sitting right here. So I'm so proud of those projects, because that's something that I've never seen done before in the Pokemon community. I've never seen anyone go to those lengths to put on that much of a product, and just the fact that you guys have come out and shown the tremendous, like literally tremendous, overwhelming support on that series, it makes my little Navi heart explode. Thank you guys so much for the support on Storm Silver. That's absolutely mind-boggling. I don't even know what I'll be able to do to top that. I think probably once a year, maybe, I want to go ahead and tackle and do another LP like this, where the layout changes with every area in the game, and, you know, we do everything super prim and proper. I was thinking of maybe doing a proper Blaze Black 2 Egglock like that, but if we end up doing that, that'll be ways down the road, so don't cross your fingers on that just yet. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Just thank you guys so much for the support on that. Tomorrow we should be starting Kanto. So I would say we're over halfway done with the game, even though that's technically the halfway point. Kanto doesn't take anywhere near as long as Johto does to get through. So Storm Silver, like I said, for all the amount of stress and effort that goes into it, I cannot thank you all enough for the support that you guys show on that series. That's absolutely insane. I did speak about Pokemon Snap. That was really the only thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to that. I understand that that's a very centralized fan base, the people that enjoy that, because it is an older game, and at the same time it's a game that a lot of people have already played before, so not everyone wants to see it. And plus, Nate and Shady just did it over on Shady's channel. But Snap was another game that was done in the making for a very long time. Back when Luke first visited me in July, we actually recorded all Snap then, and we recorded half of Stadium, which, if you guys didn't know, Pokemon Stadium co-op is over on Luke's channel. But we wanted to wait until Stadium was done so that we could do Snap and Stadium at the exact same time on both channels. And we didn't finish Stadium at the time that he was out here. We finished it when he came back out here about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that's why Snap had to wait until now to be debuted or premiered or whatever. So Snap is something that has been in the works for a few months now, alongside Stadium. So again, the support you guys showing that is absolutely amazing. I'm glad you guys enjoy the IRL content. You know, when two content creators get together and do something, it's almost like going above and beyond, because we could just sit there and do a Pokemon Snap co-op and not think anything of it. But it's one of those things where we want to do something special. We want to make our playthroughs of the game just have that extra in it. You know what I mean? And put our own style and our own spin on it as well. So again, thank you to those of you guys that enjoy the playthrough. If you haven't seen Snap, it's probably I think it's 6 episodes deep now. Definitely go and check it out. It's a ton of fun, especially because I have never played Pokemon Snap before. Luke played it a long time ago, so he knows bits and pieces about the game, but I never played Snap, because growing up I played Grand Theft Auto 3, and I played Klonoa and Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. You know, that was me growing up. I think my first Nintendo actual console was the GameCube. You know, I played Wind Waker and Donkey Kong and shit like that. So all those old school Pokemon games like Snap and Stadium, like Stadium over on Luke's channel, I've never played them before. So it's a brand new experience. I definitely recommend checking it out. The Pokemon challenges we did, that started off as a fad that was going around the community, and there were some people that were saying, oh, it's unoriginal just to do it because someone else did it. I did it because it was a ton of fun, and you guys could feel the hype behind it. It's a lot of fun. to sit there and test your knowledge of Pokemon. And we went through all 6 generations, and there's some of you guys that want us to continue with, like, I think there's a Pokemon moves challenge, there's a Pokemon type challenge or something like that. I don't know all of them. I'm gonna have to sit down and see which ones we can do. And again, if you guys want us to go ahead and tackle those, then by all means I will. I think the Pokemon challenges are a ton of fun. I went ahead and made a playlist for them as well. If you guys, I don't know if everyone knows how to view playlists on this channel. On the front of the channel, it says home, videos, and then playlist. Just click on playlist. You can see pretty much every project we've done on the channel right then and there. But yeah, it's a ton of fun to do those challenges. And I don't know, we might knock out another 1 or 2 sometime soon. But when it comes to everything that's going on the channel right now, that's the extent of it. What I'm looking to do next on the channel, the Super Mystery Dungeon game, I think that's what it's called, is coming out very, very soon. I know it's already out in Japan. There's been some people that were playing the Japanese version. I can't play the Japanese version of the game because when I actually sit down and play video games, I sit down to play them to have fun. And if I can't understand what the fuck is going on or read the screen, I'm not having fun. So once the game comes out in English, we might look into playing through that. I don't really know how long Mystery Dungeon games are, because I want to lock myself into another Pokémon Conquest where I've made a commitment to do something that's going to take me 900 years to get done. I kind of want to live stream that game because we don't really stream a lot of Pokemon content over on our Twitch, which I'm not necessarily ashamed of, but at the same time, a lot of our fan base is based around Pokemon, so I'd like to integrate Pokemon a little bit into Twitch, more so than it is now. So, I don't know, I might stream that and then end up uploading it as parts here on the channel. I don't know, it's really iffy because, like I said, I'm going to speak more about it in the update video on the second channel, but some people just have this thing where it's like they don't want to watch a live stream LP. I don't understand how it's any different, you know. It's recorded live, and you get to, if you missed out on it, instead of having to sit and watch a 4-hour live stream, it's broken into parts, broken into episodes that are convenient for you to watch and whatnot. So that's kind of the direction I want to go with it. Is I might stream it and then break it into parts. We'll see how it ends up going, but I definitely want to play the new Mystery Dungeon game, especially because it's another thing that I've never done when it comes to Pokemon. I've never played any of the Mystery Dungeon games. It just never caught my fancy, but this new one looks absolutely amazing, and I definitely want to give it a try, so we'll see there. A lot of you guys have been asking because we've been hinting all over Twitter about it, and I uploaded the coming soon teaser for it. The Pokemon Insurgents Penta-op, the 5-player co-op, is going to be beginning after Snap ends. I haven't decided if it's going to begin the day after or if I'm going to wait until like the Monday the following week or whatever, but just keep an eye out for it. It should be going up. Episode 1 should be going up for the next week. It's me, Twit, Nexus, Jay, and Mo are playing through Pokemon Insurgents. There are 5 screens in the video. It is intense. Episode 1, 5 seconds into the video, I say this is either going to be the very best project you've ever seen or the worst project you've ever seen, because it's either going to be amazingly good or catastrophically hectic, or maybe it'll be amazingly hectic. I don't know. All I know is we have a ton of fun recording that. Like, I literally cannot wait for the next recording session when we get to sit down and record more Insurgents, because it is hilarious each and every time we sit down to record. So I know there's a lot of you guys that cannot wait for that. I know when episode 1 of Snap went up, somebody said, this doesn't look like Insurgents. I'm like, nigga, I never said Insurgents for the next thing we were gonna do. So you need to pump your brakes and calm the fuck down. But Insurgents should be coming up very, very soon. That goes back to the whole topic of bulk recording. I can tell you right now, we already have 9 episodes of Insurgents recorded, because that's 5 people that are clearing their schedules to sit down and record. We've probably been recording Insurgents for close to 4 weeks now, and we only have 9 episodes done. So I should tell you the amount of effort and time that it takes to go into getting this done. And each episode should be about 45 to 50 minutes long, because with 5 people playing the game all at once, we don't really make a ton of progress each episode, but we decided to make them that long, and it should be a Monday through Friday series. So at the end of the week, if you want to save it up, you can have 5 hours worth of content to watch, or you can watch it every single day. It really just depends on you guys, but it should be a ton of fun. The pieces are falling together for that, and we should be ready to launch it within the next week or so, so keep an eye out for that. And then last but not least, once Storm Silver finishes, I'm sure we'll have another smaller update just to get everyone back on the same page, because I know this one I ended up being long-winded, even though I said I wasn't going to be. Our next project should be our Omega Ruby Wonderlock, and I really cannot wait to dive into that, because I have not Let's Played Oris since the game came out. So I'm really looking forward to diving back into that. It'll be probably almost a full year since we last played through Oris with our legendary Alpha Sapphire LP that ended up being 83 or 84 episodes long, which is insane. But our Wonderlock should be coming up after Storm Silver. But with that, that is my mindset on things right now. That's where we're at. We're almost at 350,000 subscribers on our channel, which is nuts! It's fucking nuts! And I wanted to let you guys know. I had this prepared. I had this prepared for our 300K giveaway. The people at Elgato hit me up. To give away an Elgato, and I said I would couple it with a Wii U. And I was like, yo, this will be like a good starter kit for anyone that wants to start YouTube. I mean, of course, if you want to do Pokemon, I mean, it's not a capture card. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a capture card giveaway. I don't know. But I thought, hey, this will be a good way for someone to start because you can get a Wii U. It comes with a copy of Splatoon. You can go and scoop up Smash Brothers. But basically, what I'm saying is you have the console and you have the way to record it. I can't give you a computer. You have to have a computer yourself. But I figured, hey, this will be a nice way to give back to you guys in the form of a giveaway. It's just one of those things where I don't know how I want to do it, and I've been talking to PK and a few other people about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been procrastinating a lot about it as well. I hope the people at Elgato aren't mad at me about it, because like I said, we were supposed to do this for 300K, so we'll probably end up doing it for 350. But I do have this that I wanted to give away to you guys, and maybe we'll look into a capture card as well. Maybe we'll have 2 big grand winners, and maybe we can get some Nappy Nation t-shirts as well to give away to like a 3rd place prize or something. I don't know, but those are, like I said, those are the ideas that are tumbling around in my head right now. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. We're almost at 350K. We're trying to get to 100K by the end of the year over on our 2nd channel, and we're almost to 100K over on Twitch as well. I try to stream as often as I possibly can. I can't really commit to a live stream schedule, but I try to stream as often as I can. And on Saturday nights, we have a big group stream, like a big 8-hour group stream. Me, PK, Twit, Mo, Jay, Nexus, Joey Pokegame, David, Kristen, Nathan sometimes comes through, and we just have this huge gaming stream where we play a whole bunch of different multiplayer games together. So literally, like I said, thank you guys so much for the support on the main channel. If you haven't already, make sure you go and check out the 2nd channel for all kinds of crazy content, and make sure you check out our Twitch because we stream so often over there. And Twitter is a thing too. I put out sneak previews and ask you guys for your opinions all the time over on Twitter. Link to Twitter is included in the description as well. I'm just saying, if you haven't checked out everything, go and check it all out. Keep yourself updated and informed because there's so much that's happening all at once. It's craziness. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your support. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's update video. Any comments or concerns you guys have regarding what's going on with the channel, make sure you leave it in the comment section below. Just don't ask me, are you going to do this, and when is this series starting, or yada yada yada, because like I said at the beginning of the video, if I didn't talk about it, I'm not thinking about it. But with that, I'm going to get about. Thank y'all once again for your support, and thank you for checking out the video. Get on me, YouTube, 92. I'm out.